Background story, production story, coverage story. So on the spot coverage of an actual game or event and how it was played, including the highlights. Advanced coverage story includes the information of coming events as the first part of the story and the information of the past events as the last part of the story. So there are 7 basic skills needed to work in sports writing. So Miss Dunay and Go will talk more about the 7 basics. Basic.
Good afternoon, good morning. Broad understanding of sports business. Different leagues and entities within sports operate just like any other business. Accordingly, sports writers must have a general understanding of how sports work as a business in order to thoroughly complete a given assignment. In sports, there are marketing, finance, public relations, communications, sales, legal, sponsorship, and several other departments. A given story can cover any of the given disciplines. For instance, a writer covering a story about the implication of league lockout will have to understand how a lockout legally affects both sides, but also understand how it affects sales, public relations, and other aspects of the league business. Actual industry knowledge. Before writing about a certain sport or a certain topic within sports, writers need to have a deep industry knowledge about a particular sport or topic. Simply put, if a writer is confused or unclear about a given topic, the reader likely will be too. In addition to knowing background information, writers should also know sports lingo and terminology. Aspiring sports writers should also make sure that they continually strive to maintain current industry knowledge and trends. Research skills. Though some may believe for the sensationalism and gossip perpetrated in sports media, a good writer should know how to find all of the real facts that make up a particular sports story. Instead of speculating or developing theories, writers should complete the appropriate research on a given topic before going to press. If the story involves a particular court, actually find court documents to support what the article discusses. If the story involves business projections, look for a certain market data. Use due diligence to ensure that everything written is true and correct. Ability to connect with sports fans will be recorded by Shani.
So, adding up with her discussion, this is the 4 basic skills that is needed to work in sports writing. So, ability to connect with sports fans. So, every writer writes for a particular audience, whether that audience consists of sports fans in general, sports fans of a particular sport or sports professional. The writer must keep this in mind. An article, column, or blog should read in a way that not only keeps readers interested in a particular story, but also keeps readers wanting to read more of the writer's stories. 5th is the creativity. When readers find interest in a particular topic, they may pursue various articles and columns about the same topic. The audience that sports writers cater to want to read about more than one opinion and see the same topic from various angles. Regardless of their position on a particular topic, the readers enjoy the competition and debates sparked by sports. 6 is the basic command of the English language. Regardless if you write for the Wall Street Journal or if you write for your own personal blog, breaks on smaller blogs, Twitter and Facebook just as often as it breaks on major sports websites. With news breaking so quickly, a lot of sports writers put out stories with typos and poor grammar. Take the time to get back to these basics and ensure that every article exhibits the best possible grammar, punctuation, and word usage. Lastly, familiarity with current association practice style. When publishing articles, writers must take heed to the proper formatting guidelines used across the industry. Most organizations follow the Associated Press style for formatting. Even though a writer can state the same idea several different ways, the style book specifies which rules writers need to use when writing for magazines, newspapers, and other broadcasting mediums. Sports writers should become familiar with the AP style book and keep it handy when writing articles. So, next slide, please. The next reporter will be discussing about the parts of the sports news.
Good day. Parts of sports news. 1. Headline. Second, the league. The league consists of the key play, the outstanding player, and the analytical approach. Third, the body. The fourth one is the suggestion pointers. Consists of the score or outcome, the significance of the outcome, highlights of the game, comparison of the team, individual scores, weather conditions, crowd, and celebration. Sports headline. Headlines are equally important part of the sports news story. While the lead summarizes the entire news development, the headline summarizes the lead itself. Writing sports story. The lead. The lead must be an attention getter. The classic 5 W's and 1 H appear in a sports league. The writer does not fail to state specifically who won the game and against whom. It is imperative to state the score or the outcome. Where was the contest held and when? If the game was not completed due to weather conditions or other incidents, say so, but tell the existing score when it was stopped. The body. Team and or individual standing. If the event is part of a series of games, the story must report how the teams or players stand in relation to their competitors. Number 2, decisive play. This is the most crucial part of the game that gives certain team winning margin. The third is best score for the day. The scores usually